What up? Hey man, so in today's video we're gonna go through the top ARs in Warzone. So I'm going based on strictly the numbers, going based on the fastest I can make the gun given its best TTK. If you guys like the video, give it a like, sub to the channel. All right man, check it out. All right, thanks for hanging around. So today I have the Chimera, the FR Advancer, the Kazdov 545, the Kazdov 762, Kazdov 74U, the M13, the M4, the STB 556, and a Tempest Razorback. If your gun is not in here, put your gun down in the comment section. After today's video, I'm going to break it down to the best available meta rifles. And if your gun is not on here, put down in the comment section you want me to put your gun versus my gun. So here we go. So given the TTKs, all right, this looks like a lot. I know this looks like a lot, so bear with me. The Chimera, let's shut everything down. Boom, there's your Chimera TTK. From 0 to 23 meters, 818 milliseconds. FR Advancer, from 0 to 29 meters, 829 milliseconds. We're gonna just pop them all up here so you can see what I'm seeing. Boom, boom, boom. There's a really big damage drop off for the Kazdov 545 at 24 meters, and that's gonna put you at 1000 milliseconds. So up to 24 meters, that's the fastest we got so far. Now remember, these guns are base weapons. There's no attachments on these guns. I'm gonna change everything. Check it out. Kazdov 762. There is your best AR. I already know because I've went through all this. It's the best AR in the bunch, but obviously it comes at a cost of recoil. Kazdov 74U, that rides right home with the Kazdov 545. The Kazdov system is obviously their bread and butter. They like the Kazdov system. IRL Kazdov AK-47 system. It's a very reliable system, not very accurate. M13 system, here we go. So the M13 recently got a buff. Now we're all on chest right now. All right, I don't do combination because combination puts upper and lower leg damage into the average, and nobody shoots at legs. Nobody cares about the legs. Okay, we're shooting chest, so we're gonna get chest, basically chest, neck, head. If you're not cheating, you'll always get the headshots. But check it out. So we got M13. M13 recently got a buff for the head, for the headshots, and it didn't really amount to anything, as I'm seeing here. It didn't really amount to much. I mean, it might have brought it down a little bit. Here we go. The M4. M4 is still a good package. STB. Now the STB is a sleeper. You hear me? The STB is a sleeper. So this is the chest, all right, and it's riding home free with the rest of them. Look at that. Look at right here. Within the 29 to 47 meters, it's faster than everything else on the board almost. The only thing it's not faster than in this range is the Kazdov 762. It's faster than everything right here. Now remember, ease of use gives you a better TTK, less recoil, laser beaming. In a sense, it will transfer into a faster TTK. Okay, this is strictly numbers, so this is like the best it's gonna get. 100% accuracy to the chest. Okay, we have 300 health, so we're good to go. Tempest Razorback, there we go. We got the Tempest Razorback. It's hard to see, I know, but there it is. It's sitting in there. It's sitting in there snug with everything else. Okay, so given that, now we're gonna go through. Now this is where it gets interesting. We're gonna go headshots. Boom, 100% headshots. The fastest TTK, Kazdov 74U, up to 21 meters. After 21 meters, we got this Kazdov 762. Okay, FR Advancer, M4, Chimera. You can write this down if you want. Kazdov 545. We got next STB. The STB doesn't have a very good headshot multiplier, but the STB is what I'm calling right now the super sleeper. If you're not using it, you are definitely sleeping on this, and I'm going to show you why. Tempest Razorback. The Tempest is up there. I mean, the headshot is just barely sub 600, so it is what it is, but it rides home smooth with everything else. Mid-range is not very, there's better options. Okay, now the Tempest Razorback, obviously not my my gun of choice. The FR Advancer, go through that. See, that's down here. That's down here. That's that mid-range little monster with the headshot multiplier. All right, so given the headshot, we got the neck shot. Okay, neck damage range, Kazdov 762. What we got next? We got the STB. The STB's down here. Now, there's something sweet about the STB I mean, it starts to run right home with the 7.62. Now, if you see how it drops right here, the 7.62 is range. What would you say? It's range deprived because of its recoil. Okay, this STB 556, there's virtually no recoil, and it's riding right with the Kazdov. Okay, these are milliseconds. At 15 meters, we got 755 milliseconds. Okay, no, where are we at? 726 out of the 7.62, and we have the 755 out of the STB at 15 meters. So it's, what is that? 30 milliseconds? 30 milliseconds? That's so fast, there's really no difference, okay? But check it out. Stomach, what we got down here? The STB. And then we have the Chimera, okay? This is where it gets weird, okay? This is all, the stomach is pretty much the same for everything, okay? This is where it gets a little bit different. Notice how everything falls behind and the STB stays there? And the STB is the fastest on the upper arm and lower arm. Now, when people are running, you're normally not shooting people standing still, unless it's a super bot and you're gonna win anyway. People are normally not standing still. They're normally running, sliding, maneuvering, getting around. And when that happens, you don't get 100% to the chest. You don't get 100% to the neck or the headshot. You're gonna hit the arm. I mean, you might hit the legs, but the odds of you hitting a leg shot, man, like that's why I don't do the combination. Because I'm not shooting for the legs. And if I do hit the legs, oops, my bad, I lost that gunfight. Normally, it's chest, stomach, neck area. All right, obviously I'm gonna go for headshots if I can get them. But like the chest, the stomach, and the neck, that leaves the STB really, really fast for the remainder of this meta system, this AR's meta system. Look where it's at. It's the only thing that it lacks in is the headshots, and it's still sub 600. And what you're looking at this point, the M13 is right there. If you're liking the M13's TTK for headshots, the STB is right there. Obviously, the M13 goes clear out to 33 meters for its headshot, first headshot damage. But like, it goes clear to 33 meters. The STB's there. This is more so for like a resurgence build system that I'm doing right now. I'm not really, anything past 40 meters, I'm not really shooting for in this build system that I'm doing. I'm strictly going for the fastest the TTKs can be. And I haven't even built the guns out yet. So with that being said, the M13 versus the STB 556, let's just get rid of some stuff here. If we get rid of the Tempest Razorback, the FR Advancer, I mean, that rides right with the M13 as well. And it winds up being better than the M13 in mid-range. Look at, from 29 meters to 40 meters, it's gonna pass. It's gonna be faster than the M13. And I don't know what the rate of fire is right real quick. We can check that out in a minute. The rate of fire might be better, but we'll check that out. So, STB 556, I'm basically trying to prove my point on the STB 556 being a sleeper weapon. Upper arm, boom. Look how much faster it is than everything else. It's almost, it's sub 750. What is it at? 755 at the longest range. And then as you go down, as you go back, obviously it's gonna get faster. So it's chilling. It's chilling the upper arm. The stomach, it's the fastest. The chest, it's riding the Kazdov 545. If you like the Kazdov 545 and you don't like this first damage drop off, go ahead and give the STB a shot. I mean, look at his mid-range. The mid-range is nasty. It's going to have a far damage drop-off in the long run, but we're going to change all that when we go to hook up all the weapons. When we go to hook them all up and we make them as fast as they can be, all this is going to be different, okay? So you can mark it down in the video now to come back, because I'm going to build these guns out. We're going to have a new graph, okay? The STB, headshot, Stomach's riding smooth with everything else. Stomach's riding smooth. Where we at? Look at that, fastest. And then the first damage drop off is within everybody else's first damage. Or its second damage drop off is with everybody else's first damage, is what I meant to say. Okay, so like you have the Chimera, which is a steady decline. It just falls off. Neck. We got here the Kazdov 762. But once again, the STV finds a sweet spot, 30 meters with it, and this has recoil. So anybody using this gun, the Kazdov 762, is going to have to fight that recoil. We're talking ease of use and getting a better TTK. People are still using the ISO Hemlock because of its ease of use. People are still using these guns because they're easy to use. The actual real fight TTK comes into play, and it's actually faster than some of these meta builds because it has less recoil. You're hitting more shots down range. So we're gonna pop all these back up here. I'm gonna build all these out, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, so we're gonna start off with the Chimera build. The Chimera build, the only thing that I'm putting on these guns are the attachments that increase bullet velocity. Bullet velocity will increase the TTK because the faster the bullet goes, the quicker it hits its target. So for the Chimera, the 10-inch SA Phoenix barrel increases damage range. Increases damage range and bullet velocity and a little bit of recoil control. And the Polar S silencer, where's it at? Polar S increases damage range 14% and bullet velocity 14%. We're gonna move on to where we at? Boom. We're gonna move on to the FR Advancer. So we're gonna use the Echoless once again. The Echoless increases 14% and 14% range, 30% velocity. The 600 millimeter FR long bore. Now this is once again the fastest you can make these guns. Not necessarily the best you can make these guns. Now this is a longer barrel, so it's going to have more of an ADS penalty, and in this one, it's going to have a 29% ADS penalty, but you're going to get 30% range and 15% bullet velocity. And naturally, the high velocity ammo is 44% bullet velocity increase. Now, there's a little thing that I'm doing. Every one of these loadouts are going to have a silencer on them for the added increased bullet velocity. Every one of them are going to have the barrel for added bullet velocity. Every one of them is going to have the high velocity ammo. So let's move on. Kazdov 545, IGK30 406 barrel, 8% range, 15% bullet velocity. High velocity, 44% bullet velocity. Echoless. Once again, this is going to be on a lot of the ARs. 14% range and 30% bullet velocity. Move on. Kazdov 762, Kaz 10 584 millimeter barrel, 24% range increase, 17% bullet velocity increase. High velocity, 44% bullet velocity. And the Polar S, which is equivalent to the Echoless, which is no other ailments or negative effects. You're going to get the range and the bullet velocity. 14% bullet velocity, 30% bullet 14% range and 30% bullet velocity. Now the other one, the ZLR Talon, that's going to give you a little bit more vertical and horizontal recoil, but it's also going to give you more visual recoil, background sway, weapon sway, more of an ADS penalty. We're going with this because you're not going to get as much of an ADS penalty. Every one of the ARs are going to have a either Polar S or an Echoless. Kazdov 74U, high velocity. Echoless once again, and the barrel is the KSTV-17. KSTV-17, which will give you the 30% range increase and a 15% bullet velocity. The other barrel gives you 4% bullet velocity. Once again, we're going to use all the velocity we can get. The M13 is going to have the Echoless and the high velocity, and the 14-inch Bruin Echelon barrel, which is a 20% range increase and a 19% bullet velocity increase. These were the best base weapons I could find running just the base guns. So the M4 Echoless, bullet velocity, high velocity, and the high tower barrel, the first barrel, which will give you a 20% range increase and a 22% bullet velocity increase. Moving on, STB, the Echoless, and the barrel will be the Bruin Taraco 686 with the high velocity ammunition. Tempest Razorback Echoless 17-inch OI XL barrel, which will give you 15% range increase and an 18% bullet velocity increase. And once again, the high velocity ammo. Now, with that being said, we're gonna scroll on down to our new table. Headshot. What do we do? It just separated everything. Everything just pretty much got a separation from one another. It's not as tight as what it once was. Chest. Oh, here we go. Chest shots. There's your Chimera. FR Advancer. Can't really see it. I can see it. Sitting nice. Sitting nice, probably about 4th place in chest. Kazdov 545. Kazdov 762. As you can tell, the Kazdov 762 is the best AR out of the bunch. Headshot, it doesn't have so much on the headshot, but the only thing that's beating it is the Kazdov 74U. And it's gonna sit down here by itself. So if you master this recoil, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be off to the races. Now, if you don't like the barrel on this, use the IG barrel on the Kazdov 762. There's the chest, the stomach, and the neck. Bear with me because this is gonna show you the sleeper build I'm talking about. 74U. There's the M13, the newly buffed M13. It's still sitting pretty, about 3rd or 4th place. What do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5th place, tied for 5th place. In the stomach, we have the neck, nothing changed. In the headshot, it's sitting up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place out of the 9 guns I'm doing. Chest, now ease of use. There's the upper arm, M13. There we go. It's in last place, upper arm. So you know how people talk about, oh, it feels like it deletes? The reason why it feels like it deletes faster is because of the stomach, neck, and arm. Obviously, the chest and head are pivotal, but those shots you miss, but you're still hitting, where do you think those bullets are going? They're going to the neck, the stomach, and the arms. So if those have a very good TTK as well, it's fast amongst the rest, it's gonna feel like it deletes faster. It's gonna have a better feeling to the gunplay, okay? Headshot, chest shot. We go neck, stomach, lower arm, upper arm, where we at? There's the M4. The STB's down there by itself with the upper arm and lower arm. Stomach, it's still down there by itself. Chest, and it's 2nd place. First damage drop off, puts it with the rest, puts it right up there, right with the M4, right with the Razorback, right with the M13. The M13 it goes out to 44 meters. And it's first damage drop off for chest. Upper arm, STB. Now I'm curious. I've always liked the STB, and I run the STB with hollow points. There's your best ARs in Warzone Season 5. Now, like I said before, if your gun's not included, put your gun down in the comment section. If you want me to verse your gun versus my guns, put it down in the comment section. So with that being said, that is the best ARs right now in Warzone Season 5. Kazdov 762 is the meta rifle for assault rifles. It has the best chest. It sits 2nd place in headshots. It sits 1st place in neck. It's about 3rd or 4th in stomach. Upper arm, it falls back. But with the chest being so much more prevalent, 762 is the AR to use. Now, nobody's using ARs right now. Everybody's using SMGs and the battle rifles. But I have more videos coming, and I'm going to be versing everything. I'm going to give you the top tier loadouts coming to you. If you like the video, my whole point of this video was the STB and its ease of use and it feeling like it deletes more. So I hope you guys like it. If you guys like it, give it a like, sub to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Goodbye.